Good afternoon, Jays, and happy Monday. I'm Grace Halter, and I hope you all had an amazing weekend.
I'm Olivia DeVolt, here to assure you all that we have a great show planned for today.
This week is special due to the fact this weekend is courtwarming, meaning we'll have Spirit Days all week.
Spirit Weeks are the best weeks. To kick off today's show, Claire has a top story over Kevin McCarthy securing the position as the new Speaker of the House.
Following that, Cadence has an exclusive interview covering the potential for students traveling production.
Also in today's show, Charlie has an update on how our sports teams did back in the first week back, and Megan will be introducing a new segment called This or That.
And last but certainly not least, we have some announcements over courtwarming, senior ads, and more. So as always, sit back and relax.
And enjoy our show, because this is KLHS.
See news articles and videos revolving around the new House Speaker that was just recently announced on January 7th.
After multiple rounds of voting, there was a special individual who secured the spot.
Selecting a speaker isn't as easy as it sounds. Our reporter Claire Hamilton has more on this subject.
What is up, Jays? Happy Monday. Getting right into today's top story, let's talk about the election for the Speaker of the House. We have a live poll on Instagram right now asking you if you've been following the election, and 80% of you said you have not, so let me fill you in. On Saturday, January 7th, it was made official that Representative Kevin McCarthy would secure the position of Speaker of the House after a historic 15 rounds of voting and a dramatic series of events on the House floor. While there have been multiple occasions in the past years where more than one round of voting has been needed to elect a speaker, the most recent was 100 years ago in 1923, where it took 9 ballots, and the most ever needed was 113 rounds in 1856. The reason it took so long is because there is a division within the Republican Party which made it incredibly difficult to secure votes. The struggle McCarthy faced to lock down votes may serve as a preview in the kind of challenges he will face in trying to unite his members in the future. According to the New York Times, the concessions Mr. McCarthy agreed to would diminish the Speaker's power considerably and make for an unmanageable environment in the House. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi said, "What we are seeing in the incredibly shrinking speakership is most unfortunate for Congress." McCarthy told reporters that he was 1,000% sure he would hold his Speaker job for a 2-year term and also quoted, "Don't judge us on how we start, watch how we finish. And I think by having the disruption now, really built trust with one another and learned how to work together." Hopefully the House can get under control, but for now, that is all I have for you today. For KLHS, this has been Claire Hamilton. Stay safe, Jays.
Thank you, Claire, for that update. Now we'll shift over to some announcements with Grace.
Thank you, Olivia. Starting off strong with an opportunity to get featured in the yearbook. Senior ads are now available. If you're interested in buying a senior ad, you can contact Jamie Munoz or go to yearbookforever.com to purchase them. Next, as a district, we are heading into the second panorama survey of the 2022-2023 school year. The survey will be open January 11th to January 24th for students, teachers, and staff. So whenever you get the chance, be sure to take the survey. These last two announcements will revolve around the courtwarming dance happening this weekend. Tickets are now available and will be available through Thursday, January 12th. Tickets will be $10 per ticket. Get your tickets now, Jays. Lastly, on Friday, we'll be having an assembly to get us all pumped up for the dance on Saturday. All classes will travel with their 4th-hour classes to the assembly. On Friday, we will have a shorter class periods, and the schedule will be posted around. Can't wait to see you all there. That is all the announcements I have for you today, Jays.
Lots going on this week, so be sure to stay updated. Now we'll be transitioning into an exclusive interview with LHS students, Andrew Hand and Grace Fisher.
These two were both involved in MTKC's production of The Prom, and the show's success may be leading to a traveling production.
Sounds very intriguing, so Cadence, take it from here.
I'm Cadence Fryer here with Grace and Andrew, and guys, tell me what MTKC is. So MTKC is a theater company in Kansas that puts on youth productions as well as professional productions. Okay, so tell me about The Prom. What kind of show is it? How did it come about?
So basically the prom is about two lesbian the teenagers, Emma and Alyssa, who get banned from going to their school prom by the PTA of their school. And so these 5 actors from Broadway basically come to like kind of save the day, or so they think will be, well, and then they actually learn more about themselves along the way.
And what roles did you two play in the show? I played Emma.
I played Nick, high schooler at the school.
And tell me, how long does the show run? Where does it run? So the show, how MTKC works is we usually have about a week of rehearsal, and then we do 1 weekend of shows, which is 4 performances. So it happened over Christmas break, and then we did 4 performances, and there was a really positive response, so there's a chance that we might get to do some more performances of the prom in the future, which is what we're hoping for, because it was a really great experience.
Can you elaborate on that just a little bit? Giving it away.
So something that was really unique about the prom was that it was the first MTKC production that really like combined students and professionals to this capacity. So there were adults playing the adult roles and teenagers playing the teenager roles, which was really unique for the prom, and it did really, really well and received a lot of positive feedback. And so our director really wants to continue spreading this message and possibly do the show in some different locations and hopefully reach more people. So more information on that to come, hopefully.
Well, thank you guys so much. We hope that will happen eventually.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Cadence, for highlighting some very important students and for that insight.
Hopefully more information will come out soon, but for now, we'll be heading on to a sports report with Charlie.
Then a segment with Megan over this or that. Take it from here, guys.
Jays, it's officially the first Monday back from break, and not a whole lot happened this past weekend with the wrestling team and the swim team taking the weekend off from competing. However, our basketball teams did not, and Friday night both our men's and women's teams took a trip up to Staley. Starting with the women's team, who played first, starting at 6:30, the Jays went back and forth with the Falcons all night. In fact, they were leading at half. Although as the clock would wind down in the fourth quarter, Staley would hit some big shots and pull ahead 5 points. Liberty, despite their late effort, would fall just short, and their 8-game win streak would come to an end. The leading scorer in the contest for Liberty would be Mariana Toms, who finished with 12 points. Toms also tallied a team-leading 2 assists. The Lady Jays' record now stands at 8-3 and are 1-1 in conference play. The guys' game would start shortly after, around 8. The Jays got off to a slow start and trailed by 24 at the break. Liberty at one point would get the deficit down to 15 points, but could not rally and would end up losing 47-67. Liberty had 2 double-digit scores, those being Adam Fuller with 12 and Cale Mortimer with 10. As a team, the Jays got up to 8 assists and 28 rebounds. Liberty is now 4-7 on the year and 1-1 in conference play. Both teams play multiple games this week, including the court-warming game this Friday, which will be streamed right here on KLHS. That is everything I have for you guys today, and don't forget to tune in on Friday for the KLHS Sports Show. That's it for me, as this has been Charlie Marshall for KLHS.
What's up, Jays? I'm Megan Gifford, and let's go see what LHS students prefer. Here is this or that.
Night, because like it's more fun to like do things at night than it is in the morning because I'm tired.
I prefer the morning because it's just a fresh start to every day.
I like the night because I like to go out and do things in the night rather than the day.
Beach, because like you could swim.
Mountains, because I think the scenery in mountains is prettier.
I like the beach because it's like warm and there's like water.
Summer, because you don't have school.
Summer, because you get to party.
Books, you get to use your imagination.
Movies, because I don't like to read.
Dogs, because cats scratch.
Cats, I love my cat. If you want to participate, go to our Instagram, KLHS_Jays, and vote on our polls. This has been Megan Gifford reporting for KLHS.
You all, and now please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What an amazing show, and thank you to all of our viewers. This has been Olivia DeVolt
And Grace Halter, and don't forget to wear your best sweaters tomorrow. Have a marvelous Monday, Jays.